we're here at Just Tune. We are tuning the C7, getting ready for LS Fest. I gotta leave as soon as we're done getting this thing tuned. So far, it's been going great. I forgot my camera, but I just realized, well, I can just use my iPhone. So here we are. So far, it's made 1202, and then it made 1260 to the tire, which is the most the car's ever made, ever, even with the manual in there. So it's making serious power now. The setup from AMP is definitely doing the job. Also, the F1X Pro Charger is finally working efficiently now with the 10 rib setup that Pro Charger did on the car. We're not seeing as much belt slip as we were before. We are putting ice in the car right now. We're having an issue on the throttle body. The clamp is just a hair too big. You know, it's bottomed out, and we had, you can see the meth coming out of the throttle body on a pull. So we put a ratchet strap around there and then put the clamp around that, and it's gonna work. It's probably gonna hold, but we'll see what happens here. We're gonna make another pull. We're trying to get over 1,300 wheel horsepower on this setup, which is freaking amazing. That would be like 1,550 if it still had the manual in there. So it's making some power, guys. As soon as we're done here, we're headed to LS Fest. It's about 5 in the afternoon here in Kansas City, so I still got a 7.5 hour drive ahead of me, but we're gonna do it. It's all in the name of going fast and having fun.
Justin, everyone wants to know what you think about the C7. I've had it commented in the video.
I mean, it's pretty whiskey tango at the moment right now.
It is. But are you happy with it? Happy with it this time?
It's went a little bit better this time
It has.
than previous times.
A lot of people probably don't even know what you mean when you say whiskey tango.
It don't matter. They don't need to know. They can Google it.
They could, yeah.
I don't know where I wouldn't have nowhere to put it though.
He doesn't mount it to the cage. It's got a mounting bracket.
It would just have. It would
So
have
we
to be.
got a makeshift setup in the back of the car right now.
So we were getting short on time. I had to get the car tuned, and so we just have the ice box sitting back there. Things flowing, working like it should, but the ice box isn't mounted. Nothing is put up. Everything is just kind of strung out. Just kind of really looks like crap right now, but I had to get this car tuned before we head to Bowling Green. It has been going very well. The car is finally running great, making serious power. I think it's making enough power to go bottom eights, possibly even high sevens on boost only right now. But we're gonna do one more pull, and then we're gonna load the car up on the trailer and head to Bowling Green for LS Fest 2018, guys. We'll see y'all there.
Hey T-Pap, are we gonna be hooked on the sauce? Oh yeah.
We're having to use that for belt slip, so we're putting a little bit of skinny sauce on there, traction compound. So literally the car is gonna be hooked on the sauce. Oh, hey there, what's up? Just Tunes, final numbers 1271 and almost 1,000 foot-pounds of torque at the tires, boost only, no nitrous. That was like on about 28 pounds of boost with an F1X. I am beat, but guess what? I'm not stopping right now. Hell no. We've came this far. I'm gonna load the car up. I gotta stop by the house. I gotta get my suitcase packed, and I'm heading to Bowling Green right now. So I'll see everyone at LS Fest. I'm gonna get this car. There's a couple things that I gotta do when I get to LS Fest to make sure everything's good before I go down the track. Looks like I've been called out by LMR, Late Model Racecraft, the world's fastest C7 right now, and we got a little grudge race set up, and it's gonna go down at LS Fest. We're gonna make sure it happens. It's been my motivation for the last 2 weeks because I knew they were coming. I knew they wanted to race me, and this has been everything behind what I've done. Driving to Dallas to pick up parts, you know, working almost 4 days straight. I haven't done nothing else. This is one race, one time a year where I actually get to go have fun, and I'm really looking forward to taking the vet out there so everyone can see it, watch it go down the track. Guys, we're in the staging lanes right now, and we're getting ready to run the Late Model Racecraft C7. It's the fastest C7 in the world right now. We're gonna have a little race. We're doing qualifying. We're in the same class. We're gonna do a little bit of track prep right now, and then we're gonna go out. I'm thinking my car's starting to have an issue with maybe one of the sleeves in the block. It's got a factory LT block in it, so we're hoping that's not the issue. But we're gonna run it here. If something starts to look bad, looks wrong, I'm gonna let out and you know, save it for another day. But we're gonna make a pass. We're gonna try to get a run in here. Hopefully we can both run a bottom 8, high 7 together. That would be awesome. Those guys are a great team over there. They're stand-up guys. So Late Model Racecraft, they've been true sports so far this weekend. Really nice guys. And we're gonna run them up here in just a second. Both of the fastest C7 versus, I think I'm number 3 or number 4 on the fastest C7 list right now. We just added a bunch of power, which you saw earlier in the video. And we're gonna let it eat here at LS Fest 2018 Beach Bend Motorsports Park. We're gonna make another pass. We just put ice in it. We're gonna put some skinny sauce traction compound on the belt. It's still slipping. We're gonna have to put a bigger lower and a bigger upper for more belt wrap once we get back to Kansas City, but right now we're just trying to make a solid A to B pass. Let's see how it goes.
York driving the
Just made a pass, went 867 at 152, which is our best pass so far in the C7. It did nose over on the big end though. We're having some issues with the belt slip just because we got a small lower, we got a small upper. It's just not enough belt wrap for that Pro Charger, that big F1X on there. Pushing a lot of boost through that thing. So it's doing its job. We did a 126 60 foot, which is the best 60 foot so far as well. Best 8th mile, best 8th mile an hour, best quarter mile, and then the mile an hour was down the quarter just because I let out. Once it started nosing over, we let out. still went 867, which is fantastic. Once we get this belt slip issue figured out, this car's gonna be a rocket ship. It's a pretty small issue to fix. Basically, it's all fixed with just pulleys. So we can get that fixed and back on. We got Tulsa next weekend, so maybe I can get this stuff done before we head to Tulsa for Streetcar Takeover next weekend. We are running late model heads up here at LS Fest. We're about ready to do, I believe it's first round of eliminations or maybe a third round of qualifier here. So we're gonna make another pass here in just about a half hour. So let's see what the C7 can do in this class. I believe it's basically all Corvettes except there's one CTSV in the class, which is a fast CTSV. It's one of the Frankenstein engine dynamic cars. So it's definitely a serious automobile. But we are gonna try this pass without the snorkel. The last pass was with the snorkel still on. So we're gonna try it with just running the bell, see if it picks up anything. And that way we have a direct comparison. Starting to cool down a little bit here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And hoping to get another new best out of the C7 this next pass. All right, so we're in the lanes, LS Fest. This is gonna be, I believe, our third round of qualifying for the late model heads up class. We're gonna putting some ice in the C7 right now with our makeshift mount, AKA toe straps. Hey, we gotta do what we gotta do. We had to make this event. We went 867 last pass, letting out. We're gonna try another pass here, and hopefully the belt doesn't slip as much this time. We can make an even better pass. The air's getting cooler, so let's hope the car hooks just like it did last pass, and we can make an even better hit this time. Well, we are in the lanes, and right before we were getting ready to run, it started to sprinkle. It's not letting up, so hopefully it passes quick and it doesn't really get anything wet. We can get this track dried back up and get it going real quick. So, oh well. It was supposed to rain all day today, so we've definitely lucked out so far. But right now, looks like we're getting a little bit of rain here in Bowling Green for LS Fest. LS Fest 2018 has been canceled due to rain. It's raining out there. We weren't able to race in the late model heads up class for eliminations. We did 3 qualifying rounds. Oh, actually 2. We were getting ready to run last night, which you guys just saw in the video, and it started raining on us, so we only got 2 qualifying runs. I'm not sure where we were qualified. I know we were up there though. I mean, we went 867. It was one of the faster cars in the class. I think we would have competed well today in the class if it wouldn't have rained, and possibly have even won it. But that's how it goes. Can't help Mother Nature. She just comes and tries to rain on our parade all the time. We know this. Thank you all for following the build, following the YouTube channel. We've got plenty more videos to come. We're going to try to get some of these little small problems that we just ran into the last couple days fixed, and have the car back at Streetcar Takeover Tulsa this next weekend, and hopefully get closer to that 7-second mark. Making the horsepower to do it, we already see this, but what we do need to do is get this belt to stop slipping. It's nothing an issue with the bracket. It's not an issue with anything other than there's just not enough belt contact on these pulleys. It's got a stock lower diameter pulley, and it's got a really small upper, so we got 2 smaller pulleys than what it should. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna put a bigger upper on it for right now, because I'm not sure if they make a 10 rib wet sump pulley for the bottom, but we're gonna put a larger one up top. Hey, if it makes less boost at 7,500 RPMs, that's fine, because right now it's only making about 17 due to the belt slip. So if I can get it to make a consistent 23, 24, we'll be great. I think that's our ticket. And IETs are awesome on the car now. AMP built me an awesome kit. Everything fit very well. Thanks to those guys for getting all that done. It obviously and absolutely works just like they told me it would, so I'm very happy with that. We do have some more stuff we need to do as far as mounting that ice box solid, cleaning up all the hoses in the back of the car. If anyone saw it, it was kind of rigged up, but we ran out of time last week. We were trying to make LS Fest, and we did. So thanks for watching, guys. Staying Killer Production. Make sure you hit the subscribe button before you exit out of this video. We got plenty more stuff coming. We also have Snow White footage this coming week. We just did the cam and everything in her, and she is gonna hop on the dyno at Just Tune this week with that brand new Pro Charger setup, the cam, the fuel system from Spooling Performance. So Snow White is gonna be a rocket ship with that 10-speed automatic. So we'll have that video up here in just a couple days. Thanks, guys.